The hero of the day on the song is Mike Garson, who is playing. He's tinkling those ivories, because the piano is just incredible, man. It's like it just it's like all different sort of actors, whatever, and different parts, whatever. It's like the piano's doing this here, and then it does something different here, and then it's coming.
Mhm.
It's just coming in all different like times and different sounds and notes. It's just um, it's doing sort of flourishing sort of piano that kind of it was just real stylizing on the piano.
Hey, welcome back to Into the Music. I'm here with Greg, and my name is Chris. And Greg, you've got something for me to react to. So what you got?
I got some David Bowie.
Cool.
Yeah, so Marty Bum, he gave us two Bowie songs, and we just did one. And this one, um, I never heard this song before, and I'm wondering if you probably know it. I don't know how well you know it. It's called "Sweet Thing" slash "Candidate" slash "Sweet Thing" Reprise, by
Okay.
David Bowie. Yeah, you know it,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
We'll give it a shot.
So give it. Oh yeah, you're not gonna tell me. Of course, yeah. Chris always. Go check it out. Come on back, and then tell me if you know it.
All right.
It's safe in the city to love in a dull way, to wrangle some screams from the door. And isn't it neat? Putting pain in a stranger, like a portrait in flash, or trails on a leash. Will you see? Sweet thing, sweet like any other kind of date. You'll pretend we're walking home cause your future's at stake. My set is amazing, it even smells like a street. There's a bar at the end where I could meet you and your friend. Someone scrawled on the wall, I smell the blood of their tree cutters. Wrote up scandals in other bars. We're having so much fun with the poisonous people, spreading rumors and lies on stories they made up. Some make you sing and some make you scream. One makes you wish that you've never been seen. But there's a shop on the corner that's selling papier-mâché, making bulletproof faces, darling, as we catch you playing it if you want it. Boys, better hear this. So you scream out of line, I want you, I need you. Anyone out there? Anytime? Say whistling number one, say dirty, I want you. When it's good, it's really good, and when it's bad, I gotta be safe. You want it, boy, get it here, baby. Well, on the street where you live, I put my hold on my head, for I put all I had in another bed, on another floor, in the back of the car, in a cellar like a church with a door door. Well, I guess we must be looking for a different kind, but we can't stop trying till we break up our minds, till the sun drips love on the TV night, to rest you on the ground while shaking in fright. I guess we could cruise down one more time, with you by my side, it should be fine. We'll buy some drugs and watch a band, and jump in a river holding hands. If you want it, boys, get it here, sing. 'Cause hope, boys, is a cheap thing, cheap thing. It lights in your snowstorm, freezing your brain. Do you think that your face looks the same? Then let it be. It's all I ever wanted. It's a street with a deal and a taste. It's got balls, it's got me, it's got
Hey, so
Hey.
you knew this, right? You knew this song.
Yes, I did, but it's actually like a couple of songs put together. Well, it's one song
Yeah,
and a second
right.
song, and then a reprise of it.
Mhm.
Uh, first one.
I'm supposed to
And-
tell you that. That's my part of my
But,
homework.
well, I hadn't listened to this in I'd say probably about 20 years.
Oh wow. Is it
Yeah,
because
so
it's not?
I recognized it when I heard it, but I had forgotten
Yeah.
all about this.
Why so long without listening to it? Just
Um, I don't know. Just I, I don't know.
because was this a really good sort of, hey, old friend, how you doing? It's
Yeah, it
good to
was.
see
It
you. How
was.
you? Yeah.
I could stand to listen to the whole album again because I would,
Diamond Dogs.
you let
Yeah.
a few years go by and you kind of you'll hear it a different way, maybe you hear it again,
Yeah.
or like something you didn't like earlier. And I was kind of mixed on this album, although I liked most of the songs.
Yeah.
But I really could really, like I said, I could stand to listen to the whole album again. That said, yeah, uh, great stuff. Uh, just as we always love the change ups, this definitely had them. Couple of things that stood out. Uh, the when in the beginning when it did like that backwards stuff, right? Um, Kind of like what like the Beatles did on Tomorrow Never Knows, that sort of thing,
Yeah.
right? Um, and with that intro, which
Yeah.
is great, and also the set. Well, there's a few things. So the distorted guitar at the end was just that was raw shit, man. And
Oh God. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, and the part where it's just kept gradually speeding up, right,
Hmm.
uh, was fantastic. And um, also the saxophone playing. You got to tell me if that was Bowie playing sax. I
It
know he
was.
plays
Yeah.
sax. I don't know. It was.
Yeah.
He's good. He's a good sax player. I thought that was cool.
Yeah. He's a good sax player. He also
He's
plays
pretty much good
guitar.
at everything he does.
He plays guitar on the song, which I'm sure you would have guessed that. Mellotron. He plays.
Well, Mick Ronson plays guitar too, right?
Uh,
And he's the lead guitarist, I'm
does
imagining.
not have him. Does not have him here.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
I didn't sense a real sort of Mick Ronson sort of solos and stuff. I didn't really sense that.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's Bowie on vocals, guitar, sax, mellotron, and Moog synthesizer.
Oh,
Uh,
that's what they used? Okay.
Tony Visconti is doing the strings. Tony Newman is playing drums. Herbie Flowers is playing bass guitar. And I think the hero of the day on the song is Mike Garson, who is playing. He's tinkling those ivories, because the piano is just incredible, man. It's like it just it's like all different sort of actors, whatever, and different parts, whatever. It's like the piano's doing this here, and then it does something different here, and then
Mhm.
it's just coming in all different like times and different sounds and notes. It's just um it's doing sort of flourishing sort of piano, that kind of it was just real stylizing on the piano. um it was really interesting. So I'm glad we're talking about that, the piano and all the instruments and stuff. So let me actually get into the recording, sort of what went into the recording.
Oh, okay.
And I think I might have mentioned Diamond Dogs. That's the album, 1974.
74.
uh,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. So this is off a wiki. I'm kind of reading verbatim. A track now referred to as Zion has also appeared on bootlegs under the titles Aladdin Bane, Love Aladdin Bane,
Aladdin Man.
Vein,
Okay.
right? A Lad in Vain, Vein, and a Lad in Vain, Bain. Incorporating, again, this is all wiki, incorporating parts reminiscent of Aladdin Sane and what would become Sweet Thing Reprise on Diamond Dogs. This
Right, because
instrumental
this came out
piece,
after Aladdin Sane, right?
yeah, this instrumental piece was generally thought to have been recorded during the Aladdin Sane sessions at Trident Studios early in 1973.
Okay.
However, a recent estimate places it alongside recordings for pinups later that year. And as a
You
preview,
know,
yeah, go ahead.
no pinups. I never knew when that came out, but now I know.
Yeah. And I have all these questions too, like when we were going through Ziggy Stardust, and the guy was questioning like when that album came out, and you know and where in the order of his albums, because that's kind of like a big blur, a big a
Yeah.
jumbled mess, because he was so creative, in the 70s and all like that. So put a lot
It'd
of
be
stuff
good
out,
reading
right?
the biography on him.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that would be pretty interesting.
Is there one out
Well,
about
there's
Bowie?
got to be somehow. I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
know if
sure,
there's
right?
any that are,
Well, then if there's
there
something
has to
out,
be
maybe more
some
than
out.
one, then I guess the question is that definitive? Like,
Oh,
people,
that's what I'm saying. I don't,
yeah,
that's what I
like,
meant to say.
that's the Bowie biography to read.
Right.
So this song musically, let me ask you a question. Do you consider Bowie progressive?
Um,
Because this song seemed to me as progressive as
wait,
David
I
Bowie
just
would be.
realized when they call something the genre of progressive, that does that mean that the song progresses throughout, that it progresses throughout the
That's what
song,
I
or does
thought.
that mean that the genre is just always trying new things?
It, I think
I don't
I
know. I just
believe
didn't
I
dawn on
believe
me
the
earlier.
former. I believe the former. I think that the other
Then
one,
it's definitely progressive.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
I think both can be said, but I've always looked at progressive the way you described it in the former. That it's as a song. That's the thing. A lot of progressive songs, there's all these twists and turns and change ups and
no, actually, I always looked at it as that it's progressive, that it's more that it's doing things that haven't been done before.
right.
It just dawned on me now that it might mean that it progresses throughout the song.
Right. Well, if you just look up the word progressive and like that, it's just everything is sort of progressing and developing. How is something progressing? It's a song is developing and right in front, and it's just becoming this kind of what you thought it was here becomes something different here, and it's just I've always sort of that's been my interpretation,
Mm.
sort of progressive, um, to explain all the twists and turns and like that, roller coaster stuff. I always like to sort of tag to progressive, yes, and ELP and like that. But yeah, I mean, I felt like this. I kind of got that from this song.
Mhm.
Just a lot of that, and it's not. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just kind of just making an observation. So yeah, I liked it. It was good. I don't know if it's one of my, up there with all the Bowie stuff that I love.
Mhm.
But it's the first time that I heard it too,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
that's the thing with Bowie too. Why I'm really kind of getting into a lot of Bowie stuff now, because there was a lot of Bowie is just like, a lot of his songs, there were just all these chapters, and you had to kind
Mhm.
of be paying attention and then like, stay involved and finish it out. And sometimes it's that book that
Yeah.
you meant to get back to and finish. And it's like Bowie songs were like that
Right.
with me. Some of
Yeah.
them. So this is one where
And this was another concept album too.
okay. Wow.
So it's one of those things that,
Yeah.
loosely, uh, as long as they're loosely tied together
Yeah.
somewhat. And yeah, so it probably deserves to be listened to it in its entirety.
So where do you put this album, Diamond Dogs? Do you
Out of all the
um
boys,
yeah, it's hard,
wow,
huh?
I
That
don't
was
know.
that was an unfair question, right? Tough one.
It's in like the top like 7 or 8.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know where within that.
Yeah. Interesting. Is there
They all have their own sound, their own feel.
is
So it's really hard to compare, the
yeah.
apples and oranges thing.
Is there a Bowie song that you think that I would know, like from the radio, that's off this
Just
album?
Diamond Dogs and Rebel might be on this
Yeah,
one.
okay.
I forgot.
Yeah.
And I thought there was an 1984 you might be familiar with.
Okay. Cool. So take us out.
Okay. Thanks for watching, and thanks for this request. Who requested this again?
Marty Bum.
Marty Bum.
Marty.
Okay. Right. Okay. So good deal, Marty Bum. And we'll catch you all next time on Into the Music.
See ya.